Hello everyone. So in today's video of chapter solution, I will be talking about boiling point elevation and depression in freezing point. Boiling point elevation. First term of the topic is boiling point. What is boiling point? Boiling point of a liquid is the temperature at which its vapor pressure is equal to the applied pressure. For the liquids which used to be there in the open containers, the applied pressure is atmospheric pressure. So we can say that the boiling point of a solvent is elevated by dissolving a non-volatile solute into it. Or let's elaborate this point. If I am saying that the solvent is having a boiling point, let's suppose 100 degrees Celsius, and as I am adding one solute into it, its boiling point would be elevated. How it is elevated? Let's suppose it is elevated by 2 degrees Celsius. So the boiling point of the solution would be 102 degrees Celsius. So we can say the solution containing non-volatile solutes boil at temperature higher than the boiling point of the pure solvent. And if TB naught is the boiling point of the pure solvent and TB is the boiling point of a solution, then TB will always be greater than to TB naught. And the difference between the boiling point of the solution and that of pure solvent at any given constant pressure is called boiling point elevation. We can say delta TB is boiling point elevation, which is equal to TB minus TB naught. TB is the boiling point of solution and TB naught is the boiling point of pure solvent. Now, boiling point elevation as a consequence of a vapor pressure lowering. Why this is happening? This is what we are learning here. At any temperature, the vapor pressure of solution is lower than that of pure solvent, which we have known to this, and the pressure temperature curve for solution, see, pressure temperature curve for solution lies below than that of solvent. If solvent is having higher vapor pressure, which is always have, will suppose if heat energy is providing, it is meeting to atmospheric pressure, which is 760 mm at this point A, and TB naught is the boiling point of the solvent. And here what will happen? Now this is the solution. Solution will always be having lower vapor pressure. So D point is indicating that. Now the solution will be provided heat and now its vapor pressure becoming high, and on point C it is matching to atmospheric pressure. So we are seeing the temperature is higher than the earlier reading. So the difference between the two vapor pressures increases as the temperature and vapor pressure increase as predicted by delta P is equal to X2 multiplied by P1 naught. After drawing perpendicular on the temperature line, we will get to know the exact amount of temperature which is increased after dissolving any solute into the solvent. And it is very much clear that the solvent is having higher boiling point, the solution is having higher boiling point than the pure solvent. At any given temperature, the vapor pressure of solution is lower than that of pure solvent. This is what you know. And the vapor pressure of solution will require higher temperature to reach 1 atmosphere than that needed for vapor pressure of solvent. In other words, solution must be heated to higher temperature to match 1 atmospheric pressure like pure solvent, does. Now, boiling point elevation and concentration of solute. Boiling point elevation is directly proportional to the molality of the solution. Delta Tb is the boiling point elevation and molality is represented by small m. These two terms are directly proportional to each other. After removing proportional sign, we are adding one constant which is called as Kb here. This is called boiling point elevation constant or molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. If I am taking molality as 1, then delta Tb is equal to Kb. So I can say here the ebullioscopic constant is the boiling point elevation produced by 1 molar solution. And the unit of Kb here is Kelvin kilogram per mole. If I want to calculate molar mass of solute from boiling point elevation, how would I do that? This is the formula we just have studied. Delta Tb equals to Kb multiplied by molality. If we have prepared one solution dissolving W2 gram of solute in W1 gram of solvent, then moles of solute would be W2 upon M2 and mass of solvent is equal to W1 gram, which is also equal to W1 upon 1000 kilogram. So molality is moles of solute upon mass of solvent in kilogram. On putting values in this formula, we would get W2 upon M2 upon W1 upon 1000, which is equal to 1000 W2 upon M2 multiplied by N1. And this value, if we are substituting here in this formula, delta Tb is equal to Kb multiplied by 1000 multiplied by W2 upon M2 multiplied by W1. If I want to calculate molar mass of solute here, M2 is equal to 1000 Kb to W2 upon delta Tb multiplied by W1. This is how we will calculate molar mass of the solute. Now, depression in freezing point. What is freezing point? Freezing point of a liquid is the temperature at which liquid and solid are in equilibrium and the two phases have same vapor pressure. And it is general experimental observation that freezing point of solvent is always lowered if we are dissolving any non-volatile solute into it. So, freezing point of solution containing non-volatile solute is lower than that of pure solvent, exact opposite of elevation in boiling point. If Tf naught is the freezing point of pure solvent and Tf is that of solution in which non-volatile solute is dissolved, then Tf naught is always greater than Tf, and difference between these two terms will give us depression in freezing point, which is represented by delta Tf. So delta Tf is equal to Tf naught minus Tf, and this is the curve which show us freezing point depression as the consequence of vapor pressure lowering. Now let's suppose this is the solid solvent and it is showing the vapor and temperature curve. It is solid solvent. This is liquid solvent, and after dissolving some solute into it, we are getting this term which is of solution and having lower freezing point. On putting perpendicular on the temperature line, we will be getting the solution's freezing point is lower than that of the pure solvent freezing point. Now again, according to experiments, freezing point depression is directly proportional to the molality of the solution, which is equal to delta Tf directly proportional to molarity, or we can say delta Tf is equal to Kf multiplied by molality. Kf would be your depression constant, freezing point depression constant or cryoscopic constant. If m equals to 1, then delta Tf is equal to Kf. So we can say the cryoscopic constant is the depression in freezing point produced by 1 molar solution of non-volatile solute. Its unit would be Kelvin kilogram per mole. Now molar mass of solute from freezing point depression. We have learned this formula, delta TF is equal to Kf multiplied by molality. Molality we already know, it is 1000 multiplied by mass of solute upon molar mass of solute multiplied by mass of solvent. And on substituting molality into this formula, we would be getting TF is equal to this, and molar mass of solute would be 1000 multiplied by Kf multiplied by W2 upon W1 multiplied by delta TF. So this is how we calculate molar mass using freezing point depression term. Thank you.